Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Surya. I'm the CEO of our mobile brand company Zeron Incorporated. It's an European multinational smartphone company which headquartered in Belgium. We aim to deliver highly reliable smartphone comprising of latest innovation and technology. Most of our most of them are united under Zeron brand, and it is one of the reputed company among the European and Middle East market. So yeah, beyond communication is our slogan. Now let me introduce you all to the board members. Alima, who handles finance, inventory is managed by Shlok, Sagarika looks after human resources, and Prithvi is our marketing head. Our vision is to connecting the world and producing highly reliable sources and maintaining personal data security and shaping the future of technology. And our mission is to aim and dedicate our technological resources to develop superior smartphone and services, thereby helping to improve the global society and deliver a better experience to all our customers. When it comes to our phone specifications, we use cutting edge technologies to develop our products. Some of the key features are like our phone has a hologram video screening, and our phone contains 108 megapixel front camera and 576 megapixel rear camera, which is a treat to all mobile photographers. And it has 7th generation mobile broadband data network connection, and so on. So all these key features makes our phone best in the market. Next slide. Our management mainly focuses on market analysis. So focusing on our data quality, we can analyze the market with respect to our competitors, which helps in setting up our market strategies as well. So the intercultural coaching, in order to increase our productivity of our team, we pay more attention to the education and motivating our team members and other staff members as well. So in order to expand our business in a global level, we follow several international strategies: global marketing, intercontinental expansion, local partner search. So with all these factors mainly focuses on setting up a strong hold on a business in other countries as well. So in our organization structure, we mainly focus on geographic structure. So these geographic structures allow each country's offices to operate on its own entity based on where it's located. Hence, it gives more opportunity to respond best to the local needs of the customer. Next slide, please. In the SWOT analysis, we can see our opportunities because of stable market government, local talent, and market penetration. So our main strengths are in our research and development team, the management and technology of our company. So we face some threats like customer engagement chances, competition with other companies. So our weaknesses are in manufacturing and distribution because we are not responsible for that in that department. Next slide. Our main target audiences includes all the individuals from educational, art, business, and technical fields. Thank you. Now our marketing head, Ms. Prithvi Lokesh, will present a part.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Prithvi Lokesh. I'm the marketing manager at Zeron. My job is to attract more customers to buy from the company and raise the brand awareness through the creation of marketing campaigns. Beginning with the effect of campaign, our company decides to focus on brand awareness from 2021 to 2022. The brand awareness campaign is to focus on our journey, humanize our business, and even feature our expert team. Later in the year 2023 to 2025, our company Zeron made a different decision, opting for behavior intentions, which involves target marketing campaigns at individuals whose online behavior indicates purchase intent and thus makes marketing more effective. Eventually, customer satisfaction is defined as a measurement that evaluates how satisfied customers are with a campaign, product, service, and capabilities. In year 2026, we chose satisfaction. Moving on to digital marketing. Our business began with a basic digital marketing from 2021 until 2023, but we later decided to opt for extended digital marketing from the year 2024 to 2026 as we decided to expand into other countries. In this slide, I'll be explaining you about developing campaign. Developing campaign promotes products through different types of media, such as television, radio, and online platforms. As we can see, there is a lot going on here. Our company's investment in this campaign has gradually increased as shown in the graph. Initially, Xeron invested 1.5 million in 2021, and then from 2022 to 2023, we increased the amount of to 2.5 million. We then increased it to 3.5 million, which remained the same from 2024 to 2026. This slide is about price per click. Next slide, please. Pay-per-click is internet advertising model used to drive traffic to websites in which Xeron pays a publisher when the ad is being clicked. Our business began with a trial budget 1.5 euros in this year. 2021 to 2022 gradually increased to 5 euros in the year 2023 to 2024, increased to confidently in the year 2025 with 15 euros and stayed constant in the year 2026 with no changes in price per click. Monthly budget. Monthly budget is process of creating a plan to spend your money every month, which plays an important role in our company. Xeron's monthly budget was 10,000 euros in 2021, 30,000 euros in 2022, and the same in the 2023. We can see that it has been increased to 50,000 euros in 2024, then increased quickly to 150,000 euros in 2025, and remained constant with the same budget in 2026. Here I'm talking about digital marketing budget. Digital marketing assists our business in focusing on getting our content identified and consumed online, which includes generating relevant content that resonates with your target audience and distribute the content to drive new audience discovery. As shown in the diagram, our budget in 2021 was 15,000 euros, which was slightly increased to 25,000 euros from 2022 to 2023. We made a few changes with our budgets in 2024, which was 50,000 euros in 2025. We increased it to 1 lakh euros, in which we eventually increased to 1,10,000 euros in 2026. Thank you guys. My fellow colleague Sagarika Divakar will take over.
Hello everyone, I'm Sagarika Divakar and I'm the Human Resource Manager at Xeron. As a Human Resource Manager, I was responsible for recruitment, screening, employee training, payroll and compensation, employee benefit, and staff management. Now let's begin with the first part of my presentation. Next slide, please. In this slide, I'm going to introduce our management team. We recruited Catherine Simons, James Monell in our first year as they were very ambitious and ideal for the job. However, Catherine was replaced by Mr. Michael Beach as a junior marketing manager since we were expanding our business to Belgium, and he better suited the position due to his fluency in Dutch and excellent communication skills. Moving on to the next slide. These were the strategies that we used to better our workforce. Firstly, maximum workload allocated per employee was 105% in order to bring out greater levels of productivity and efficiency. Secondly, apart from 21 employees at our headquarters, we increased 5 employees annually. Thirdly, we issued bonuses to our employees to motivate them to work harder and thereby boost their productivity. Similarly, to increase motivation, performance quality, and loyalty of our employees, annual remuneration was set at 5% to achieve our company's strategic objectives. Moving on to the next slide, we issued bonuses based on performances. On reaching the target, we gave employees a bonus of 3.3%. If they went above their target, a bonus of 5% was given. In order to keep our employees' effort motivated, even below target performance were given 0.1% bonus. Moving on to the next slide. Both company and employees reap the benefits of increased job satisfaction. To promote this, our training budget for education per employee ranged from 500 to 1,500 euros during 6 years of our operation. Our mandatory internal course were the courses employees had to complete over the years. First one being compliance. All our employees were given classes on compliance to educate them on local laws and company policy. This course costed 500 euros per employee. Second one being privacy data leaks. Data leaks are the worst thing that could happen to a company as it can damage reputation of a company and it's also harmful for customer privacy. To overcome this, employees had to take up this course to learn how to prevent data leaks and how to deal with them if they occur. Our high potential program consisted of coaching and mentorship program. Coaching is an extensive way of developing junior employee. This was done by connecting junior employees to more experienced senior colleagues that allow them to share their knowledge and experience. Moving on to next slide. The bar graph here represents our workforce at Xeron. New staff were added every year and was gradually increased over the years as more workforce was needed. Our staff loyalty has been well above average. Only one staff left the company in the second year and 3 staff left us every year. But with new recruits coming in annually and the remaining employees staying loyal to the company, escalated and remained constant. This points out how bonus scheme and remuneration helped our company. Next slide, please. The line graph on the left here represents workload, staff motivation, and education. As you can see, workload gradually built over 2 years, and after the third year, it was kept consistent at 100% to make sure employees performed well and were not overburdened with workload. Coming to staff motivation and education, both these sectors had a slight drop from the year 2022 to 2023 and moderately increased and remained constant over the next years. If we had to continue this game, this is one thing we would definitely work on. Talking about a recruitment program, we ran global recruitment program to hire good and capable employees. Running fairs and organizing company events are great ways to hire new recruits and also to get people excited about a company. We ran this program for 4 years with basic cost setup. The second program that we undertook was onboarding program, which we ran for 4 years. Under this program, as soon as the employees signed the contract, the onboarding process began, where they were introduced to their new colleagues and to office facilities. The initial setup cost and annual cost was 15,000 euros respectively. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time. I will now hand over the presentation to my colleague Shlok.
Okay, thank you, Sagarika. My name is Shlok Wadhwana. I am the inventory manager of Xeron Inc. My job is to make sure that we are having the right amount of stock in the right place at the right time. I take care of supply chain, logistics, and the distribution of the Xeron smartphones at all the expanded locations of the company. Inventory and distribution management manages the supply chain for the firm, from vendors and suppliers to manufacture to point of sale, including packaging, inventory, warehousing, and logistics. Adopting a distribution management strategy is important for a company's financial success and corporate longevity. And distribution management also keeps the things organized and helps the customer to be satisfied. At Xeron, logistics is all about making calculated efforts so that all the high-tech smartphones reaches to its beloved customers before their expected delivery time. To ensure that we never missed out any orders and keep up with the marketing demands, we wanted to work with the reliable logistics providers. In our first operating year, we decided to work with the Worldwide Shipping Limited, who has been rewarded 5 stars reliability rating and provided 5% bonus of 2 million euros on achieving the targeted turnover. Here the rate of distribution was really cheap, but they would take about 4 weeks of delivery to deliver the phone, which caused into shortfalls of supplies at inventories, and thus we were not able to meet the market demands. We decided to move to new logistic partner, International Delivery Company, from second year and continue to work with them for our entire operating period. They had been awarded 4-star reliability rating and provided 10% bonus of 10 million euros on achieving turnover targets. They charged a bit high, but provided direct delivery to customers, which was highly appreciated. Now we were able to provide single-day delivery to our customers when they order from us. Expansion. Foreign expansion strategies makes growth more structured and sustainable. When composed properly, these plans mitigate an expansion risk and encourage efficient use of resources, timelines, and capital for the global expansion. We expanded our market reach using acquisition entry mode. This mode gives the Xeron a quick established access to new markets, and we entered 3 European and 1 Middle East country by analyzing thoroughly about the customer segment and market demands. In 2021, we started our company in Netherlands and decided to have a company headquarters in the same country, considering the market recognition and accessibility. From second year, we expanded our business to Belgium and France and decided to shift our headquarters to Belgium in 2024 till the entire operating period, as it decreased our overall cost by 20%. In 2026, we also expanded Xeron to United Arab Emirates, considering the high demands of quality products in the country. Research and development. All the research and development trends to start with ideas and theories This can relate to identify issues and new opportunities. The research and development process then focuses on exploring and researching those ideas, seeing what's feasible and what not. We wanted to have the cutting edge technology in our country, so we invested highly in innovation. We also wanted our phones to be of high quality and cost effective, so we gave almost equal R&D budget to cost reduction and quality products. And last but not the least, we gave 15% budget to reliability. This resulted our phone manufacturing cost 297 euros per unit, and we achieved the average research and development rating of 5 stars. I would like to hand over my the presentation to my colleague Lima.
My name is Sheikh Alima Noshin Shiti. I am the finance manager at Xeron. As a finance manager, I am responsible for the budget planning, supporting the executive management, and will provide an financial advice to make the best business decision for Xeron. I will discuss about the financial condition of Xeron from 2021 to 2026. I will tell you about the brief idea how Xeron processed itself throughout the years. Firstly, I will draw your attention about our financial position of achieved gross margin. In our first year of 2021, it was our startup year. Our net profit was 1.4 million and our gross margin was 19.2 million. We have not much expense then. Then in the second year of 2022, our gross margin was 53 million as we entered into 2 more countries, which is Belgium and France. So our sales got drop of 20 million, which eventually helped us to know about the market. Then in the third year, we spent on research and development, hiring staff, train and educate them and marketing with the development. For that, we have reduced our expenses, which created the highest amount of retained earning in 2024. Our gross margin became 266 million. It expanded for some regions, such as we got to know about the structure of the company, market segment. In addition, we got to know about the financial statement can be maintained. For this reason, we changed according to those expenditure. Then in the fifth year, our gross margin became 61 million because of the high location cost and the remuneration. In 2026, we entered a new country, which was UAE. For thus, our gross margin became 212 million, and there we invested on R&D and make expenses on general administration. My next slide is about total assets and liabilities. In 2021, we started our business with €500 million. Then in 2022, our asset and liabilities become €523 million of around 3 million profit. Gradually, it came up to 424 million in 2022 and 303 million in 2023 because we invested on research and development and increased our machineries. In order to do that, we have made a good progress in the fourth year, which resulted 408 million of our assets and liabilities. There we changed with some numbers in our inventory and repay some of our loans consequently. In the last 2 years of the 2025 and 2026, it came up around to 327 million and 310 million after completing the premium service as equity. My next slide. If I talk about the net profit throughout the year, in 2021, our net profit was 1.4 million as we are entered only one country, which was Netherlands. Then in the second year, our net profit became minus 171 million as we entered both new countries. We paid a high amount for the location cost and the relocation of our headquarter cost. In addition, our expense was the highest amount number this year. We paid high expenses for marketing and recruitment cost. Then in the third year, we reduced some of our expenses, which created minus 99 million. In fourth year, it was the peak amount of the year. We achieved the highest profit because we gained the maximum profit in this year. Our net profit became 105 million. We made about our profit and loss analysis. We made some profit in first year, but in the second and third year, we didn't progress and then made loss. As we are unable to do the best research, we made some mistakes while playing. Due to the drawbacks such as general administration cost of social security, remuneration, education, and location cost expenses we made. Then fourth year, we achieved highest profit. In fifth year, we paid our location cost to repay our loan, which created a little bit loss. In the sixth year, we paid 1 million on training and education cost, and expended most portion of amount for externally hired staff, thus created minus 24 million loss in the end. In my next slide, I'll talk about company's current cash position. We have more than 141 million euro cash in our hand, which is a good amount to move further in the business. We can invest on more sectors and more countries to expand our business, and it will create our optimum growth opportunities. Moving on to my final slide. In 2021, the market share price of our company started rising. Then the value of our company increased in 2022 because the sales was rising due to customers' demand. After that, many situations came for that value diminished a little bit. Then it climbed up to the peak in 2024. Consumer demands made Xeron sales in high trend, which ultimately made growth. In the end of 2026, it increased the value for sales and market share simultaneously. Besides, while playing the game, we started with third position. Then once we stood in 11th position also. Finally, we ended up with the 7th position. Thank you for listening to the presentation. My fellow mate Slok will continue.
I would like to conclude this presentation by sharing some takeaways from our perspective, which we got by playing this highly realistic business simulation game. We understood how important it is to make profits and to keep the company running. Marketing is a key to reach and attract new customers. And if we don't maintain the quality of products, there's a huge possibility of losing our customers. Companies should never be afraid to innovate by investing in research and development. And companies should set realistic financial targets to meet the future demands. And the talent to keep the company at top notch. And workforce motivation is the key to get efficient results. Not the least, I would like to thank you everyone for listening to us. Team Xeron appreciates your presence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.